luscious products, we thought it was only right to treat you guys to a little bit of an extra makeover. So Jennifer Lawrence rocked the red carpet as she had a really natural but smoky eye using gorgeous brown tones. So Vanesa's going to show how we can update the Margot look to fit in with Jennifer Lawrence's look as well.
There's a bit of this, with a bit of this. So to update the look, we're just going to keep the skin as it is, because I think it's so important to have a flawless base. That's all you need. So we're going to keep the skin as it is. We're just going to work a little bit more into the eyes, because she had a little bit of an eyeliner. And I think we're going to adapt the lips as well, because they were slightly different. Rather than that, pretty much everything else, it has to keep as beautiful and flawless as the look looks like now. When you're not too sure about eyeliners, I'll say start with a brown, a dark brown, instead of going straight for the black, because often the black is too harsh and it can make you look a bit too dressy or too serious. So I'm going to use the 17 eye pencil in brown. Just going to go as close to the lashes line as possible. And I think the trick is going as close as possible instead of trying to go outside and create a line. She didn't actually have a line, a graphic line, she just had a little shade. What this does is elongates your lashes and it makes you look a bit more sexy and feline without having the tick. So as you can see, I'm blending it to nothing. It's a shadow in there, but it's not an obvious line. And as you can see, the brown is more than enough. I think the black, it would have been too obvious. You see the difference between one and the other one? I am gonna do a tiny bit at the bottom as well. I'm not gonna go inside, I'm gonna be right in the lash line. Again, this is just to give depth, not to create an obvious line. And the first thing we do is blend it really well into the eye. So that's as simple as that. You accentuate in the eye without adding very little product, but creating a lovely effect. Slightly more sophisticated than what we had before, without going for the smoky eye or for an obvious graphic line. Another little trick is always keep the curling lashes to the last minute. Say you're having your picture taken, wait until the last minute and then just give them a little curl, just to make sure they look as lifted as possible. So Jennifer had actually had a bit of definition into her eyes. To achieve that, I'm going to use the Full Exposure Smashbox palette. And I'm going to use one of the softest browns to create that definition into the eyelids. I'm going to start applying with a very small brush, closer to the lash line. And by using a bigger brush, blends the color onto nothing. And she had a little bit at the bottom as well. So we're going to use a very tiny brush. I'm going to mix these two colors to make it slightly softer, because we don't want it to be as dark as the one on the top. And looking up, we're just blending this into the eyelid. I'm going to use the Shimmer brick from 17. This will give us a lovely glow, and it brings the light into your eyelid. Again, all we're trying to do is enhance your look and create and reflect as much light as possible. With the same palette and using the lightest shade in the palette, I'm gonna do a little trick, which is highlight the inner corner of your eyes. It makes you look a lot brighter and a lot more sophisticated. To match up her lips, I'm gonna use the Smashbox lip palette. I think if we mix Nina and Phil, we're definitely gonna get there. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of each one. And I'm gonna mix it in my hand. Pink is actually a very, very flattering color, especially on brunettes, blondes. I think by adding a little bit of color into your look, it will always make you look a lot younger and a lot healthier. She has exactly the perfect base. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more bronze in the contour areas. What I like about these matte bronzes is when you're having your picture taken, you're controlling the shine. The light will reflect only in the right places. And I'm just gonna blend everything again with a tiny bit of powder. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's so light. So, T area. Forehead. And around the lips. With a shimmery brick. Extra highlight on top. Okay, so this is the adaptation from one makeup to another one.
So guys, it's really easy to see how you can transform your look totally just by adding in a few extra little colours or making a few changes. Vanesa's added some eyeliner, some deeper browns to the eye, changed lip colour and just add a little bit more contour to transform my Margot look into the Jennifer Lawrence look, which we've been celebrating with the Oscars today. Big thanks to Smashbox Cosmetics and Vanessa for helping me achieve this look today, and I hope you guys like it. Like,